It's Don't Poo Poo My Woo Woo.
Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your November 2020 reading. 2020 is almost over. We've only got 2 more months to go. Let's try and make it through. Let's see what November has in store. Hey guys, one extra note. I'm struggling with my website right now. I am working really hard on it. I've had some glitches. 2020, Mercury retrograde. What are you gonna do? So if you have any problems, please contact me below in the comments section and I will reply to you, and we will figure out a way that we can contact if you want a private reading or you need some coaching help. So let's begin. I'll show you the decks that I'm using. We're going to start off using the Good Tarot, the Wisdom of the Realms Oracle cards, and just a normal tarot deck. I've lit 3 candles, 1 for purity, 1 brown candle for grounding, and 1 orange candle for joy. And hopefully this November will bring you joy and solid grounding. This is how I'm going to set this up. We're going to do it by weeks, week 1 through 4. I will draw 2 for the situation as it could play out, and then the final card will be your advice card for the week. All right, Cancer, let's see what November is going to bring. So week 1, we have the Sun. Ooh, Queen of Wands, 5 of Swords, and the Wise Woman of Wonderland. Oh, integrity and promise. So it looks like right out of the gate, the first week of November is going to be actually pretty good if you choose your battles. So of course, you know, November doesn't mean that whatever you've been experiencing lately has gone away, but you're definitely more in control of it. You understand what's going on. The Sun, it's almost as if it's ordained by God, by the universe, by spirit. You are protected, and all these little bits of frustrations, just choose your battles, pick your battles, and don't get burned out from it, because the fire energy of the Queen of Wands would say that it's pretty important what you're dealing with, but it looks like that it's your ideas, your thoughts, and your emotions which might actually get you in trouble for the first week. So get this sword activity under control. Don't beat yourself up. If this is you actually talking negatively to yourself, stop it. And right here you've got compromise and integrity. So the Wise Woman of Wonderland. So actually have faith in yourself. Trust that you know what you're doing. The more I look at these cards, the more this is telling me that this is actually you turning against yourself. You're struggling against yourself. But if the Wise Woman of Wonderland, Cancer, stop the negative thinking. Thonking. I almost said thonking. Stop the negative thinking. Stinking thinking isn't helping you. You are blessed. You have the Sun energy of the first week of November. So why would you ruin it? Don't ruin it with stinking thoughts. Second week going into November. Ooh, interesting. All right, so the second week of November, we have the Page of Earth, which is like the Page of Pentacles, grounding energy. So get some grounding. The King of Cups, who is under control of his emotions. In fact, matched with the Queen, you've got the passion and the ability, as long as you keep your thoughts under control. And this one's got his emotions. This one here, this little guy, this Mr. Devil here, is saying, what are you doing? All right, especially sitting right underneath those thoughts. They're becoming obsessive. This is telling me that thought process, and this is now you. Now we go into week 2. That's clarifying for me that this is actually you starting to beat yourself up, but you're chaining yourself to this bad thought. And this card is telling you you are wise and you do know what's going on and you do know what you're doing. So whatever this negative pattern of behavior or thoughts are, cut it out. You don't want them to turn into this the second week right before if you're in the US, you don't want this to turn into something negative right before the holidays. Here we've got the hungry ghosts, obsessions, scarcity, consciousness, attachment. So Cancer, grounding second week in November is super important for you. Stop a second and catch yourself thinking the negativity, because if you have the ability to stay in control, but if you don't do it, this simple thought will turn into this. It takes 5 positive things to say against 1 negative to make your brain believe it. And this is a reminder that you're going to obsess if you don't cut this out. I'm sorry, Cancer. I wish I knew what it was. I wish you were sitting right here. I'd say, what are you thinking? Because you know better, okay? By week 2 of November, get that thought pattern under control, okay? Spirit is saying you've got something, and it could be something small that creeps up on you. Be careful. Week 3 of November, 2 of air. All right, so this lady here, she has choices, but she's actually comfortable with the choices. She's thinking about it. She's contemplating. This one isn't quite as bad as some of the other decks where the 2 of swords looks so daunting. The poor lady is blindfolded. She looks like she's sitting uncomfortably on some stone. Not this case. This lady she's almost dancing fluidly. So she may have choice and balance, but she's not uncomfortable with it. It's not a burden. And this card is saying that whatever that choice is, ask someone. You don't have to suffer for it. Queen of Pentacles. So whoever this earth energy is for you, whether it's a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn, find your earth sign in your life that you trust. Get with them, because it looks like that's what you need to get away from the second week in November negative energy. That's going to be your grounding, but that's what you need. You need to find someone you trust in this earth energy element, the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, that can help you think through this choice. And it doesn't have to be a heavy one. Here's the winged wise ones, angelic help, miraculous aid. So there you go. You need to find this energy of someone who's going to help you through this thought process that you've started to obsess over. Cancer, no obsession, Cancer. You are incredible people. You're strong, you're wise. Don't do that to yourself, but you're beating yourself up, Cancer. Stop it. Ace of Fire. So it looks like you've got your mojo back by the 4th week in November. Good for you. So now if you can temper those thoughts, one on the solid ground that you've learned up here on week 2 and 3, bring that energy down here into the last week of November, 1 foot on the ground, one immersed in your emotions, but you're under control. Because remember, you're coming off of this king and this queen, but you're asking for help, and then you've got another queen who's going to help you. You'll figure this out. So temperance is about taking 2 things that don't match, fire and water, and you're going to make it work, and you make them even. And it's angelic here. You've got the angelic winged message here, you've got the angelic winged message here, and you've got the sun, which is a divine nod. So here's more wings, and here's the wings, but they're working against you. But this is what you need to do. You need to find your belief in yourself, and don't let that small little seemingly negative pattern of thinking or behavior turn into this guy. You're going to nix that right now by week 2. And on week 3, look at this. You're just ready for some. You're working so hard, but you need to put down some of that weight, right? You've got all this 10 of Wands energy, which is so many amazing things that you're doing, but it's the end of the year. So keep going just a little bit further. This is not a put it down. It could be a put it down, but it looks like don't fret that what you are doing, all the things that you're working on right now, you just have a little bit further to go, because in the background, the house is right there. He's so close. He's so close to getting his break. Okay, so 4th week in November, and then you end it with the advice card of the Swan Queen, transformation, intuition, and patience. So there you go. The patience is for this Ten of Wands energy of all the things that you're accomplishing. Just a little bit further, it's saying, a little bit further, and you will be the swan queen. So much queen energy on this table for you, Cancer. You have this. It's just a little more bump that you have to go through, but don't let that speed bump be yourself. Okay? I hope that helps. Hope to see you in December. Take care.